Off of that. Okay, let's see.
You have to stand back to shoot, and then I have to. How do I? Well, I have to
You
yell.
gotta emote.
Gotta
like
yell, huh?
Yeah, like you're talking to the.
Okay.
I mean, it's quieter today. Last time we had the noise of the clippers and the loppers going and the whole thing.
Yeah, I think there was a little wind too.
So yeah, that's true. All right, am I putting you in shade? It's so bright I can barely see you.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, give it a. Oops, did I start it by accident? I did. Hi, everybody. Oops. All right, I guess we're ready. I told my dad to talk louder this time. All right, you have 7 people watching. Hi, Tammy.
Here we are out at the initial beginnings of this crop of apples, 2020. The season is 2 weeks ahead of time, compliments of all that nice warm weather we had in January. And we haven't got anywhere near having all the pruning done, so we're in a little bit of a jam here. Now, we're going to cover the development of the buds on the apple trees that will turn into apples and turn into blossoms first and then turn into apples. And here's the beginnings right here. Here is a bud from, I'll lay that down. Here's a bud that's almost completely dormant. This is the way they came through the winter.
There we go.
There's a little casing around it, and it's all sealed up nice. And now this is one of the earliest budding varieties we have. They don't all bud at the same time, and they don't blossom at the same time. They're close, but they're not all the same day. There it is. See how that little bud has developed, and there's an apple inside there. In fact, there's 5 apples inside of there. It's hard to believe, isn't it? So it went from this to this in about a week. And we're going to trace the development until this is an apple, 5 apples. The little leaves come out. They push the bud open. The leaves come out, and there'll be 5 leaves there. And then each one of the buds will have a couple of leaves around that, and those leaves will unfold, and the apple will be hidden inside. And then the blossom will be inside, and then the blossom will be pollinated by a bee, and then the blossom will end up with 5 apples here, sometimes 6, but very seldom there's 4. And this is the beginnings of your Pomology 101 course. If you go to Cornell, grow up in an apple family, you go to Cornell to learn how to be a scientific farmer. Pomology is the toughest course up there, and a lot of people avoid it instead of taking it, which is kind of funny, isn't it? Anyway, so this we'll do this every few days so you can see this thing happen. It's kind of amazing, which of course Mother Nature is kind of amazing too, all the time. 500 different ways.
So if anybody's got questions, you can post them up, and we'll try to cover them when we do our little talks. I have to put it in my phone to remember to get out here with Daddy. So Ida Red is the only one that looks like that right now?
Ida Red is their earliest bloomer. This
Okay.
will be open when some of the varieties like Golden Delicious haven't even opened yet. Well, this will be in full bloom.
Yeah.
So there's a time span of about 10 days to get from the earliest varieties to the latest varieties in bloom.
And it's very, very pretty when that happens, obviously. We will take pictures. We'll let everybody know. You can come out with your camera, your phone.
You can come down and walk through the orchard when it's in full bloom.
As long as you're okay with bees. They're important. Marty says hi. Marty Tauber.
Hey, Marty.
So we're going to check out. We're just making these short and sweet for everybody. Again, if you have questions, give us some likes, give us some hearts. We always love that stuff. And we are here. I think I'm on camera. We're here every day, 9 to 6. We are an essential business. Mr. Cuomo is letting us stay open, so we are doing our best to keep stocked for you guys. If you want to come in and get some goodies, hopefully we will have them. And I actually am updating the website. On the FAQ page, you can find what I've got in stock of the high demand items. I do have bread, I do have milk, I do have eggs. No toilet paper though. Okay, just keep that in mind. All right, we're going to check out. See everybody next time.
Order some more good weather.
All right, bye-bye everybody.